Hello everyone, my name is Leysa. Welcome to my channel. So I'm going a little retro today. I'm going to be playing an old favorite game of mine. This is Settlers 2. I haven't played it in quite some time. It took a little bit of work to get it to run on my modern computer and get it to record properly. If you've never played the game before or seen it, it's basically a kingdom builder and like supply chain where you are building units and structures to crush the other team. So this map that I've done, it has the possibility for up to 7 enemies, but I hate fighting. I just like building. So I turned all but one of them off. If you do turn off all enemies, you just automatically win the game and it quits. So you have to have at least one enemy. I do have it paused right now, but let's go ahead and unpause. And actually, wow, that music is super loud. I wonder if I can turn that down. Whew. Maybe that will help us a little bit for everyone. Wow. Okay. Yeah, again, it has been a while since I've played, so I'm kind of remembering a little bit how to do that. Usually the first rule of thumb is to remember how to make the window move. Okay, there we go. First rule of thumb is to start getting resources in place. So I'm going to need a fisherman, I'm going to need quarries, I'm going to need food, stuff like that. So first of all, let's see. I think a good idea right here is to build a woodcutter. And then of course right next to the woodcutter you want to have the sawmill. Now this game is a little bit, there's a lot to manage. So I have to connect by road all of the structures. And if you saw while I was building the road, you needed to take into consideration the incline, because a steeper incline makes the little guys walk a lot slower, which makes total sense. Every structure needs a serf to live there and produce what they need to produce. So over here, let's build a quarry. Now a quarry, he'll go out and he'll get stone, but you don't need to process it further than that. So see right here, I'm building the road and see these little tags around. That's going down, that's going down, that's flat, and that's an incline. So, and we need to connect everything back to your main hub, your central resource location. So let's go flat, incline, flat, and then to the flag. So one flag to another flag has one person assigned to it, this path, and they transport goods from flag to flag. See how this little guy is sitting right here? This is his little stretch of road. So see how that was dropped off, that wood, and he's going to take it over here, and then the builder will come and work on building that structure. So we have trees that are going to be cut down. They're going to be processed into boards. We have stone that's going to be chipped out. That's going to make stone. And if you come in here to your headquarters, you can see all of your resources. There's raw materials, there's food, there's processed materials, tools, weapons, all that kind of stuff. So you have goods management, but you also have serfs management. Where is it? Where is it? Military, no, not that. Where is it? There should be something just for serfs. It's not that. Productivity. It's more your buildings. Don't really have anything in my statistics yet, but there should be a way where you can see how many serfs you have available versus how many military people you have. Okay, so let's look at getting food. So farms take a while. I think a good rule of thumb is to have fishermen. I would love to use this spot. The problem is this flag that's going to be like right here with this woodcutter. I have no way to get it anywhere. These trees are blocking any path for the road. So this one is blocked until this tree cutter cuts down all these trees. Now this is cool. See how this tree cutter is done? But there's no one living here yet. House unoccupied. And if you look right here, there's a little guy with a red hat and he has an axe on his shoulder. He's going to come make this his home. And when he does, it will say house occupied. Or it just goes away. And then see, he's coming out and he's going to go automatically find a tree to start chopping down. Now, if everything you can see is chopped down, he will keep going all the way across the map until he finds wood to chop down. So this is a very smart game. They run automatically, and see how they're waiting for more the builder to finish. So all these logs that he just chopped down are going to be put back in the headquarters until this place is done. But in the meantime, let's get a fishery going. Forester, quarry, fishery, yes. We will build a road back to the headquarters. There we go. So, as you can see right here, we have a border. And the only way to expand your border is to build like outposts. So you can do different sizes of outposts. You can do a lookout tower, which will expand your border a little bit. If I come here and do a medium-sized building, I can do a catapult or a watchtower. Yeah, I think I usually do watchtower, and that will expand it a little bit more than the lookout tower. Now you notice here, when I do that, there's these different yellow icons. Those are different sizes of buildings that you can build. So this little hut, you can only build small buildings. With this medium-sized one, you can build either small or medium. And then the biggest one, where it looks kind of like a castle, that's where you can build small, medium, or the large ones. And those are generally the farms. There's a farm, pig farm, and a donkey breeder. So the larger can always go down, but the smaller can't go up. So here we have the quarry, and he's out here chipping away at the stone. Oh, and we have the sawmill done. See, so this log is still going back up to the headquarters because I think this didn't quite have the guy in it yet. Yeah, see, he just got in. And someone put this log down from the headquarters to come down to come back up in here. So there was a little bit of lag. It wasn't occupied, so it didn't go straight from the woodcutter to the sawmill, but next time it will. So that timber from here, because we do have 25 logs, that is going to come in here, and you're going to see a little graphic of him, maybe. The flag kind of hides it right there, and he'll start. Yeah, he's behind the flag. You can't see him. He's cutting the log into boards. So let's also build a lookout tower or a watchtower so we can expand this border. See, I think I'll put a lookout tower here. Now you do have to be a little careful. You don't want to get too crazy building buildings because you might not have enough resources for it. Now, one thing I am concerned with is there are no mountains in this area. That's a concern because I need minerals. There is coal and iron and gold, and those are used for tool making and for the gold is for military units. You know, the military doesn't work for free. So here we have a fisherman. He just got to his house. He had a little fishing pole over his shoulder. Yeah, see, there he is. There he goes. And he's going to start fishing. Because it's a nice day for fishing. And we do have 4 fish, so that number will start going up. The fish don't get processed any further. The food that can get processed is bread and meat. You raise pigs for ham, and you raise wheat for bread. And of course, that kind of process, all those extra steps, it takes more time. So we're going along pretty good right now. I do want to still expand my borders. I really feel like I need to find some hills, some mountains. What is making that awful noise? I mean, it sounds like sheep, but I have not grown any sheep, so I am a little confused why we're hearing that noise. Like, if I had the donkey breeder, I would expect to hear that, but not this. Okay, I'm gonna use this site. I'm gonna build a lookout here. Yeah, the little bleepings are the people. Oh, this is why I hear a sheep. Here's one. Here's a stinking little sheep. That's why we're hearing a sheep. Isn't there a hunter? There is. I might just build a hunter to go kill that sheep because he's so annoying. Yeah, we can build a hunter right here. Why is it not showing me what it is? There we go. Yeah, let's build a hunter. He'll probably get the sheep, and then I saw a couple rabbits running around earlier. He'll get those. So because it has been a while, what else is there? Forester, yeah. So that's something you can do where, you know, after the either after or concurrently with the woodcutter, the forester will plant trees, and you'll see them start as little saplings, and they'll eventually grow, and then the woodcutter will cut them down. A well. Oh, right, a well. Yes. To make bread, you need water. And to get water, you need a well. So what's going through my mind right now is I'm already trying to plan out my farms, because wheat farms take up a lot of space. The little farmer will go out on his own and sow little fields of wheat, and he can get like 6, 7, 8 fields, it seems like. So they kind of need a lot of space, but you want the farm to be on the same path as the windmill and the water to finally get to the baker. So you kind of have to have a plan to make it as efficient as possible, so it's not going from one side of your kingdom to the other to achieve something. Kind of like how I have the wood going straight to the sawmill. You kind of have to have those things going through your head early on in your kingdom. So I'm feeling like this area could potentially become a good area for farms, but this wood cutter is going to take a while to get over here to chop those down. So something opened up. This watchtower? Yeah, there's someone there. And that opened up this whole space. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is beach. What kind of land is this? Doesn't say. So is there no... mountains at all? I'm concerned. This is a pretty large map, so... and I don't remember playing this map. I wonder... I believe iron and coal are only found in mountains. It seems like, well, and gold, but it seems like water can be found anywhere. So how you do that, how you find these resources, is you have to go to a flag, click, and you can call in a geologist. I don't remember the scout, but let's call in the geologist. And down here, let's call in a scout. Apparently I have these units. I don't remember them. Here we go. Here's something. So I think this is a geologist. So I have, yeah, this is people. So I have helpers, builders, planners, woodcutters, stonemasons, hunter, carpenter, miner. I have 5 geologists, pack donkeys. I don't see any scouts. I think I have 1 scout because it did give me the option, so I have no additional ones. Okay, and if you heard that little pigeon sound, that was a pigeon. That's your kingdom notes. So you get notification when things like that happen. So water was found. Lookout tower occupied. Yes, that was this over here. Okay, here's my scout. Wow, I really don't remember scout. This is actually really cool. That's hilarious that like 30 years later I find something new. Man, for this little lookout tower to open up all of this, I kind of feel like I don't need this. Which is deceptive because all that did... Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, look at that. It didn't expand my border like it was supposed to. And this didn't either. What the heck? What the heck? That's supposed to expand your border. Or is there no one here yet? I think there's no one there yet. Let's watch. That guy's going in. Yes, there. See? It opened up my border. So the lookout tower doesn't open the border, but the watchtower does. Ugh. So I wasted the resources here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to burn it. And I'm going to remove this flag. And that released all these serfs. Eventually, you know how it's not popping up with the icon right away. Eventually it should. If it doesn't, that's fine. We can eventually cut all this down and all of this will be buildable. And this will probably push back this border to about here. But yeah, I am worried that I'm not seeing any mountains. Where's my scout? Oh, is this the hunter? I think that's the hunter. I bet he's going to go after this sheep. Let's see. I don't remember ever using hunters. It is. Oh, he did. He killed the sheep. Brilliant. Oh, and he's dressing it. That's awesome. And yet I still hear a sheep. Oh, there's down here. Where's that scout? Oh, here he is. Way down here. So we're churning out logs. He's operating at 100%. He has a backlog of logs. See, we're down to 15. It said water found, but I'm not seeing it. And I don't see the geologist. Oh, no, wait, here it is. Okay. Here's the geologist right here. He's walking around here. Let me turn this off. So, see the little signs with the blue dot right here? That means water. And watch, he's tapping the ground. If he doesn't find anything, he'll just put up a blank sign. If he does that little hoorah, and he leaves a sign with what he found. Blue is water, black is coal, russet is iron, and then yellow is gold, as you expect. So we definitely have water over here, which I totally expected. Yeah, see right here and right here, there's little signs right here, and they're just gray. It means he doesn't find anything. I love his little skip, his little jump when he's tapping the ground. They only do so many. I don't remember what it is, maybe 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12. I really don't know how many. It's a fair number, but they don't go forever. Eventually, they do just stop and head back, and that kind of looks like what he's doing right now. He's heading for the nearest road, and he's heading back to the headquarters. So yeah, he did 12 soundings, and he found 10 water. So that's pretty darn good. Okay, so this building got occupied, and it pushed back our borders even more. Very nice. But I am still, again, very concerned that there is no mountains, which means no coal. I wonder if this terrain has something. It looks kind of swampy. Something you can do. Oh, well, no. Here's the thing. I can't build anything on it. When you have mountains, you can build mines in the mountain. So I was thinking I could plant a flag out here, call the geologist, and see if this swampy stuff has minerals. But the fact that I can't build a mine because there's no little house icon tells me this doesn't have minerals. So this even further concerns me that there's no minerals to be found, which means how in the world, with my limited resources, 16 coal, 16 iron, which means I think 16 soldiers, how in the world am I gonna be able to defeat the enemy team? To be fair, I again hate fighting. But you need iron and coal for tools. For the tool maker. So I'm still pretty concerned. Yeah. So this is a dead area on my map along with this. I feel like I need another woodcutter to get this down. I feel like my farms would do well over here and then up here, but we just have so much raw material to move out of the way first. Kind of thinking also doing another quarry. But you also need to remember your headquarters can't hold everything. It has a storage capacity. It doesn't tell you. But it does have a storage capacity. Eventually it can get too full. I can't remember which iteration of the game allows you to build a second storage facility. If it was number 3, maybe number 1. Looks like that scout stopped exploring. I'd love for him to come out here. So I can't make him come out any further. Nope. Has to be to a flag. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's doing a good job cutting down everything right by him, but... Let's build another woodcutter. I know I'm building him right here, but it helps with the synergy, and they will clear this fairly quickly and then come over here. In the meantime, what can I do? So, we have a sawmill, slaughterhouse, mill, bakery, iron smelter, metalworks, armory, mint, shipyard, brewery, storehouse. Aha, found the storehouse. And catapult. Yeah, I think the metalworks is where you make your tools versus the armory making your weapons. The mint makes gold coins. I don't remember a brewery. I'm guessing it's for your military. They need coins and beer. Yeah. It's not always a fast game. But it is fun. We're up to 13. We started with what, like 8? Yeah, I'm very concerned about the lack of minerals. I'm kind of thinking of putting a fisherman here just because I want to get a flag over here. So I want to still expand this way. But on the other hand, I might as well just go ahead and build something. Build another watchtower. Expand this out. I'm a little frustrated at that scout. Where even is the scout? I call him out here. don't see him anywhere. Can I call him out again? Oh wait, did it not complete? But it did. Must not have. Okay, let's turn that off for now. I don't know that I'm going to be doing that much building while I'm waiting for stuff to happen. Yeah, see, those trees are clearing out pretty quick with those 2 woodcutters. Stone takes forever to clear out, and we're going to end up with way too much of it. See how you can turn it on and off? You can clear it out of the headquarters. See, if I click that, they'll start taking the stone out and moving it anywhere. You can also turn off the worker. You can just do that and he'll stop going out and collecting the resource. Like if I had a huge supply of logs and I didn't need more logs coming in because my headquarters is getting way too full of logs, I can just go in and tell them to stop working and they will. It seems like, yeah, your little serfs don't live forever. They do have a lifespan. See how this says 80%? This was my first building that got occupied. His life is already down to 80%. Eventually, they will pass away, and you don't notice anything. It's not like called out really in any way. It's just it becomes unoccupied, and you have to wait for a new serf to come with a saw. But like when that serf dies, he takes a saw with him. So that's why you need to be making tools. See, I have 2 saws, so I can build 2 more or replace these guys when they pass away. But then I have no more saws, which means no more woodcutters. So this is why I'm so concerned about finding ores. And here it is. This is what we're going for. This is where we're going to find ores. These are mountains and hills. That's what I've been looking for. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. He's going exactly where I want him to go. I wish you could guide them somehow. Oh my god, listen to that cacophony. You know what? I'm going to change the sound even more. That's pretty awful. Whew. It's kind of too bad because I love the sound, but it's like the types of sounds are pretty annoying. Is that the birds? No, that's music versus FX. Ugh. Like, I'm not even hearing the pigeon. Okay, I've not saved for 30 minutes. That's funny. But yeah, the chirping noises, quite annoying. I wish I could just turn those off, but I like hearing the fishing rod and the hammering and the sawing. I like hearing that stuff. But the chirping is so aggravating. Okay, so here's the map. Awesome. With different filters that don't really help. Because it's so tiny. Yeah, that just minimizes the window. There. Ooh, so much bigger. You can kind of see what that does. Like, you see these little yellow dots. That's where our properties are. This looks to be the paths. And that's our area of control. So we have a very small piece of this map. Yeah, there's the thing you can do. it really is so more sophisticated than you might think. You can give priority on the transportation of goods on the roads. So like this is a tree saying what to transport first, because there can be a backlog. There can be a backlog. Like these main roads can get really, really busy. And, you know, you're just waiting for this one guy to walk back and forth, and that can take a while. So see how here I can put another flag and there another flag? That adds a surf there and a surf there and a surf there to try to make things move faster. Well, hand in hand with that, you can prioritize the order of operations for what gets transported first. Because if there's like 30 things sitting at this flag waiting to move to the left, you want the most important stuff to move first. So you can move this stuff around. I don't remember how, but I know you can. It seems like you can move it. I don't remember how though. I thought you drag and drop. Maybe not. Okay, that's what it is. You select it and make the background lighter, and then you use the arrows to move it up or down. That's okay. It's not too bad. And then you select the next one, and then you can move it how you want. So that's really cool. Like, you don't see that very much, in my opinion. I'm a little surprised that it's only these things. Let's see, what else to talk about? Tools. Yeah, your status on your tools. And this will give the priority to what tools your toolmaker creates. So when you have the toolmaker, he's just going to build based on how much you weight these items. So right now, the hammer for the builder and the pickaxe for the quarryman are highest. And then after that, it's an axe. Oh no, wait, the axe is for the woodcutter. The saw is for the sawmill. But yeah, you can customize that and how he behaves. Statistics. Whew. Ooh, the computer is beating my butt. He has way more inhabitants. I don't even know how you, oh my gosh. I don't even know how you increase that. His military strength is way better. Yeah, that's starting to worry me. I really need this to get expanded ASAP. I have a feeling he was put really close to some mountains and he's getting an advantageous head start over me. Ugh, this guy's so slow. Now, you might think, oh hey, once you have this watchtower built, you can tear down this one. That would be unwise. If you do that, you lose that presence and your borders will retract. Yeah, look at him jumping rope when they're bored. Now, one thing you can do beside adding flags to the roads to make the legs shorter and add more serfs is you breed donkeys. Donkeys will go to the more heavily traveled routes, and they have the gear on their back. What is it called? Panniers, not saddlebags, but where they can transport goods. And I think they carry 2 things instead of 1, so it really helps increase that efficiency. Now look at this cactus. Is that called a Sagara Sugero, something like that, where it has the arms. So they have definitely cleared the area around their hut first. I have a feeling they're going to do this next, and then they'll come over here. Part of me wants to really start building like the windmill and all that right here, but I really need this builder to focus on finishing this watchtower, because I need that border expanded, because I need to get to the darn mountains so I can get ore. He's taking forever. I wish there was like a little meter that shows time until completion. That would be nice. I think you do get that in number 3. But it's been forever since I played that as well. So he's done. He's walking off, which means, yep, there's our little soldier with his shield. He's heading off to the watchtower. There really is no adjustment to game speed that I'm aware of. It just kind of is what it is. So if you're wanting the game to be fast, I think you're out of luck. I don't think you can adjust that. Yeah, this is really all you can do. So it's a game that takes time. It takes a while, but it's so addictive. And I love the graphics. I know it's like 30 years old, but I just love the graphics. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is build another military outpost. And I think I can get it here. If I go really big, I don't know if I want to do a fortress. That's a lot of resources. But it expands larger. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of resources, but it's going to expand a lot bigger. I really want to capture as much of this as I can. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call out a geologist. So much noise. So much noise. Oh, wow. He's made a lot of progress. He took down that little mountain pretty well. Yeah, see the stack? There's like 2 stone and 2 boards sitting here waiting to be transported. So you know what? I'm going to put flags. I'm going to add flags so that stuff moves faster. Okay, so that will flood this road with serfs. Yeah, see how they come pouring out and they're heading to their spots? Because I want this material to move over there quickly. We're not waiting a long time for a guy to go from here to here. I think it's coming along pretty well. Yeah, he's finding water. I'm hoping eventually he comes over here a little bit. I kind of wish you could direct these guys. No, I don't kinda. I really wish that I could direct these guys. It's a little frustrating. Water found. Yeah, great. Come up into the mountain. Come up into the mountain, please. Yeah, see, there's that board. It's gonna go here. See how this is moving stuff way faster? What was that noise? Sounded like something falling down. Yeah, see how that wooden watchtower, the lookout tower, its space is available again, and the rubble from it burning down eventually cleared out, so you can rebuild. You just have to be patient. My guy, get away from there. I would call out more of these guys, but I think they would just flood this area. I just have a feeling I need a flag up in here to really make use of my geologists. Once this fortress is built and I can get a flag up here, I'm gonna put in like five geologists to come explore quickly. In the meantime, this is really getting us a lot of materials to have a building boom. I just really wish they would come clear this out so I could start making farms. Yeah, he's not going to go up into that hill at all. He's just staying within a certain radius of that flag, unfortunately. It was a hope. A dim one, but still. It was worth trying. Okay, what I am thinking of doing is going ahead and building a baker and a well. And a windmill. Thinking the baker could go right there. And yeah, you found water, didn't you? Yep. Okay, so I could put the baker there, the windmill here, and then the water here. Well, and then the windmill right there. So once it's cleared out, I mean, I could go ahead and build one farmer right now, yes, but he really doesn't have anywhere to work. And I really need this area clear first. Taking forever. What else? Water. Yeah. Yeah. The little signs do eventually go away. The discovery signs. See how all of those that were here for water are now gone. They're not permanent. They do go away. His little yippee is so cute. Oh. Yeah, because if I put a wheat farmer here, he only really has a couple spots right here and right here to maybe have 2 or 3 wheat fields, but that's not enough. So I'm still hesitating. But that is the mill, so it does make sense for my farm to be here. Got to start at some point. You can't wait forever because there is this lead time for stuff to get built. This takes forever. One thing I'm very thankful for is the fog of war. Once it's exposed, it stays exposed. Like, one thing I really don't like in games is the fog of war only stays around active units, and once a unit leaves an area, it covers it back up. I hate that. Like, yes, I understand the logic of it, but I don't care. I hate it. If I uncover something, to me, it should stay uncovered. Okay, so that was the well. So we're waiting for the guy that's him. He's gonna bring up the water. Seems like you could put limits on how much resource you stored. Like, that's transportation, I know. Unless I'm thinking of later games. I've played these games for quite a long time. It started with Surf City. The first game was originally called Surf City. I have the disc still, and I think the manual. I think that's what it was referred to in Europe. Over here, we called it The Settlers, though I have it as Surf City. But then when they made the sequel to it, to Surf City, they changed it to Settlers. So I've played Surf City, Settlers 1, Settlers 2, Settlers 3, and Settlers 4. I know that there's a 10-year anniversary edition of this game, Settlers 2, which has very updated graphics, but I have not played it yet. I don't know if they changed anything else with it. Made the graphics a little bit more 2000-ish looking, a little bit more 3D-ish, not as flat and 2D. Though again, I love these graphics. I love just all the little details. Like, every building is different and has its little indicators of what it is. And what cracks me up every time in both games is when the butcher is processing the pigs. He has a little cleaver, like he's standing in his window, and you see his little cleaver going up and down, and you hear a chopping sound. And at least in Surf City, when he's done chopping, you see a little ham hang in the window. It's so funny. I see he's bringing up a pail of water from his well. And that one just waved at us. It's so funny. I love it. It's kind of funny to me that he is clearing out this mountain now instead of the one that's like 5 feet from his door. No, let's go 30 feet. This is getting closer. Closer and closer. See, and now that he has the material, I could break all these flags and release all of these serfs. But I'm going to need them because we're going to be building, hopefully, some mines soon. Oh, did you see that? Do you see how the path changed from this light gray to this dark gray? That means it's a heavy traffic path. Ooh, it's done. It's been built. We have one soldier. Are we out of soldiers? I bet we're out of... We are out of soldiers. So, yeah. I could abandon this one, lose this territory, and free up a soldier. Seems like these ones only have room for... Oh, no, wait. There's room for tons. Yeah, this has room for a lot of soldiers. Look at that. Is that a fox? It is. How cute. I don't think the number of soldiers inside the building correlates to distance gained from the border expansion. I think that's just the building's default aura, if you will. So let's see. I expect this to come hopefully out here. To invest so much time and material into this, I really hope so. I really hope it comes way over here. Oh, that's better than I was really expecting. Okay, let's get a flag up here ASAP. And then build a road. Okay, and then we're going to call out full geologists. All but one. We'll keep one in reserve. Seems like I had 5. Yeah, here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have the watermill guy, or the well guy, watermill. We have a baker, and see how he has his little pails of water. And then we have this windmill. He doesn't have any wheat yet, but he is there ready to work. And we're just waiting on this farm to be finished. I love this, how it has a barn for the hay. Grain. Hay. No, see, okay, that is a thing, though. So the farm gets the wheat, and the wheat produces hay and grain. So the grain will go to the mill to be milled into flour for the baker. But then the hay, along with water, goes to the donkey breeder to replace your serfs on the roads. Supply chain. Economies. Love it. I'm such a nerd. This just... I can spend days doing this. And it's like, when an enemy shows up, I'm going to be really upset because that means now I have to spend time and effort on tools for, well, not tools, but weapons for armies and all that kind of stuff. And I'm in gold and beer. No, I don't like fighting. Oh, thank goodness. What have we found? Iron. Yes. Good. Yeah, see how the little reddish russet color? It's iron. Why are you heading way over here? He's heading home. Why is he heading home? He found nothing and left. That's so funny. Now these little tufts in the mountains, I've not seen that before. The green and the blue. I wonder if that means something. Coal. Huh. And the size of the color on the sign means different things. See how there's a teeny tiny black dot on this one, and this one almost fills the whole thing? That tells me that this coal mine right here would not produce nearly as much or last nearly as long as this one right here. You can see them side by side. The problem here, that border matters in the mountains, so I can't build right here yet. I need to get yet another military outpost down here and down here to be able to get out here. Now what I could do is build in the mountain. Well, no, wait. Seems like in the mountains, yeah. See how the icon is different? So you can only build mines. Gold mine, iron mine, coal mine, granite mine. I don't remember granite. That's odd. Why do we need granite when we have this? He produces... Oh, no, wait. Stone versus granite, maybe? Stones. I don't see granite. Maybe it is the same thing for people who don't have these. Okay, this is cool. The farmer is working, yes. So see this right here? This patch of lighter green? That is one field of wheat that he sowed, and now it's gonna grow. And he is this one patch represents 8% of his capacity for growing. And when we come back in a bit, this will be a different color as it grows. And eventually he'll have more patches. So they found a bunch of coal and iron. And I have no more guys that can come out. So you know what? I'm gonna destroy this and free up this guy. I'm gonna get rid of this road. I don't need this space right now. There's no enemies coming from that way, so I want that resource back because I need to keep working on expanding this way. I'm gonna let them finish before I start making my plans. Kind of feeling like coming down this way. Did you find gold? No, water. Oh, he was over here. That's why. Lots of coal. By the time I get a watchtower built and I'm able to get over here, these flags are going to be gone. Now, I could go ahead and start building an iron mine here, because I know it's here. This is excellent news. Unfortunately, there's all this stuff here. Like, I need a woodcutter to come clear this out, and I need a quarryman to come clear this out, because this is going to be industry where they're smeltering and crafting. Yeah, see how... Oh, yeah, so he harvested that. That's why the windmill is churning. He harvested it. We were gone so long it grew, and he chopped it down. So this mill is now milling his first unit of flour. And see how there's this field right here? And it's a little orange. That field is growing. It's at 21%. He is, as a whole, with 2 fields, 21%. See, here's his sack of flour. He's going to carry it over here to the baker. The baker should already have some water. Yep, full of water. And he's going to make bread. So you should see him come around to his little oven that's on the side. And he'll start, and there'll be smoke coming out. Yep, there it is. I can't really see him behind. I do wish it was 3D. I would love to be able to zoom around and in and see them working. Like, the 2D is nice, but you do get stuff lost behind. I'm really surprised at this. Okay, no wonder. He's at 6%. He's at 6%. We do have more available. That's good. Oh, yep, there's the loaf of bread. And it's going to head in here. We have 8. We'll soon have 9. Oh, so this did have trees. Kind of surprised that they're not out chopping more. They kind of should be. Yeah, see the color? See how it's yellow? It's ripening. I'm wondering if they won't come out. I could have swore that once they cleared close to them, that they would go all over the place. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. They could just not work anymore. See how they're stuck at 4? I wonder if that means that they only have 4% resources left that they could cut down. Concerning. I haven't seen them leave their house at all, so I'm going to get rid of these. And get one over here. Unfortunately, this is going to create a problem because that log now has to go all the way over here and around and down to get to the sawmill. This will be a great place for the farms. see, here's that issue with the long roads. See how this wood is stacked up, waiting for this one guy to make this long trip. Meanwhile, all of these guys have kept this stuff moving and it hasn't piled up like it is over here. Because this guy's waiting. He's just kind of waiting. Nothing, no progress is being made because there's no goods coming over because it takes so long. So that's why you plant more flags. So we should have a miner coming. Yeah, there he is, right there. That's the miner. We'll get some iron. Not ideal. I would prefer to have the smelter and the tool maker or the weapon maker already built before you have the raw material coming out, but that's not the situation I'm in, so... Yeah, this guy, he's still only able to make 2 fields. There's just not enough room. What the heck is that? Are those donkeys? They are, yes, see? See the donkey? Yeah, see, there he is, see? I guess we started with some donkeys. We did, we started with 5 pack donkeys. So yeah, see how it's... Okay, so it's not that the donkey carries 2 things. The donkey and the serf ends up being 2 units moving product. And that happens when these roads become high traffic. The donkey comes and helps. So there is a donkey here. We just can't see it. See how that just grew and that grew? Yes, please. Please cut down all these darn trees. It's going to take him a while. Ah, here we go. Yeah, see, stuff's moving a lot faster now. Oh, he needs... Oh, the miners. Okay, yeah, they need food. I didn't remember that. It's been a good 15 plus years since I played this game, so details a little absent. Yeah, he's not going to do a lick of work until he gets some food. Yeah, those inclines really make them take longer to walk. Oh my gosh, the spam from the birds. Yep, just did it again. He's going to come cut this one down. I love how he uses the scythe. It's so cute. Look at that. He's reading the paper. Okay, he is slowly getting it cleared out. That's good. Yeah, see the light came on in the mine? And there's smoke coming out of the stack. It's because he now has food. This is progressing nicely. Well, I think I'm going to call it there. As you can see, it's not a fast game. It's one of patience and perseverance and planning. So we definitely have a lot of ground to still cover. I hope this was enjoyable for everyone. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or ideas in the comments, and I will see you next time. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. If you'd like to help me to continue producing new content, consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is in the description below.